Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're taking out the F-15C with a couple AIM-120s and 2 9Ms, and we are fighting the OPT-4 MiG-29 Fulcrum. Hunter is flying that currently, so you know he's a pretty decent pilot. He knows what he's doing. But we're going to go for a BVR fight, and we're just going to test out how multipathing works with the new changes. If you are not aware, multipathing was set, I believe, to 50 meters instead of 100, so it's effectively cut in half, which is really nice. Before, you know, you could dive super low to the ground and any type of radar missile will miss. Some people say if you fire it at a 90-degree angle directly above the target, it will hit, but I've never had that happen, so I cannot verify that. Maybe you'll have to check out another video for that. But there was also some cases where if you're flying between like mountains or terrain that dips, there's a high chance you could still get hit by a radar missile, even if you're flying low. But those cases are far in between. Most of the time, people are flying low on flat terrain, whether it be over the water or over a desert, at least in EC. In RB, everyone usually flies low. You'll get maybe 2 or 3 guys flying high, at least at top tier, right? That's just from my personal experience. Everyone has their own different personal experiences, right? But yeah, multipathing seemed like a problem with Fox 3 missiles, because what's the point if you could just force a merge? Jets like the Gripen, you know, they do really good in a dogfight. Well, just force the merge, turn on automatic chaff and flare, and then kill the guy, right? And that's not a big problem in RB since 1v1s rarely happen, but in Sim it kind of is. If you're flying the Gripen, it's easy mode, right? There's a lot of jets in Sim that are easy mode, which is fine. Fly whatever you want. But some people think, oh, you can't counter this, you know? So I believe multipathing can be a balancing factor. If, you know, 2 jets have the same missile pretty much and you're shooting at each other, it really comes down to whoever knows how to, you know, BVR better, instead of, oh, my airframe's better, oh, I can dogfight better. So that's mostly why I wanted it removed. But then hearing what people said in, you know, comments and, you know, looking at other people's point of views, I'm like, yeah, removing multipathing, it wouldn't be realistic, but it would be beneficial if they made it variable, or at least decreased it. And you can see with this shot, Hunter was flying decently low. We'll check it out in the TAC view, of course, but you could see the missile hit at a fairly low altitude. Usually I wouldn't get a shot like that in Sim EC or RB, but it still managed to hit him. Now, I did use a couple missiles in this engagement and only 1 hit, so do what you will with that information. Let's go check out the TAC view. Okay, so as I stated before, they changed it from 100 meters to 50 meters. Right now we're flying at 30 meters. This is what it looks like. This is our super advanced TAC view, of course. It's not Microsoft Paint, but it does work. So you can see we loft off our missile, it starts to climb. And again, we're at lower altitude, so I don't expect them to actually do much. This is more of a demonstration, of course, just to see how the multipathing works. You can see we launch off another one. Now, something really unique happens here. You'll see it in a second here. We're at 30 meters. This missile on the left gets very close to us. We go to 50 meters. Now, right now, we're above 50 meters. Apparently, that's the line where the missiles can kill you. When we go to 60. This altitude, you should be able to die. In warthunder, it depends. But, or at least on the live server, it really depends on what's below you and how fast you're going, what the missile is. But you could see this one right here. If it had more energy, that could have hit. We're above the multipath line, according to Gaijin. We're at 67 meters. They say it's 50. So that could have hit, but it bled. And then you could see the AIM-120 here. We'll see how low Hunter is. So we launch another one, and this is the one that hits. And Hunter is at 62 meters. So he's just above that multipath line. And you can see the missile connects. So, yeah, it works. I mean, that was a pretty low altitude. So, I mean, I'll take it. Pretty good stuff. Let's move on to the next fight. Small little side tangent. I need your guys' help. Go in the comments down below and tell me whether my mic sounds better now, or if it sounded better in the beginning of the video or in my last video. If you didn't watch my last video, it's fine, just between the two difference in time. But I did just tweak my mic, and I tweaked it for this video exactly because I want to update it and actually toy around with it, because it turns out to be a good YouTuber, you actually have to have a good mic. So yeah, I tweaked it a little bit. So tell me in the comments down below. I really would appreciate the feedback. But other than that, we're in our second fight here, and this one's a pretty unique one because we go into an ACM fight. We actually get into the merge, which is unique. So you saw in the last one we were able to kill each other before the merge, right? I was able to hit him. He practically would have hit me if that missile had more speed, but it just bled way too much and was slow. So let's say we both kill each other, we're both dead, the fight's over. This scenario will show the missiles how they perform in a merge at a low altitude, because again, multipathing will still affect even if you're in a low speed dogfight. You know, if you're in a rate fight near the deck, right, you're both turning, you're not going to be able to launch at aim 7 because multipathing, right? And I've said that 1,000 times in this video, multipathing. I think you guys get it. But as I was saying, this fight, we do try to kill each other before the merge, but as you see, we'll get through it. We launch our missiles, none of them hit. So if you're skilled enough, you can dodge these missiles at a super low altitude. You just gotta go below 50 meters. If you're using meters, just fly below that and make sure you're going at a fast speed, because one thing that I forgot to add was that the Phoenix missile and the R-27 ER, and well, yeah, the ER, they can damage you if you're flying below Mach. If you're flying super low to the ground and they hit the ground and you're below Mach, the shrapnel will catch you and damage your aircraft, potentially killing you. But now that you have to fly lower, that might increase a lot more because you're closer to the ground, you're closer to the impact. So I'll have to test that in a future video, but we'll see how it goes. But you can see here we merge, we go into a dogfight. He's in a MiG-29. Obviously the MiG-29 is not going to win. It's an SMT. But again, this video is a demonstration. It's not a dogfight video, so it doesn't matter. You can see here we lock him with the HMD with the radar, so we can basically use the AIM-120 as if we're using HMS on the AIM-9Ms. But it's with the radar. It's a pretty cool feature. Been in the game for a while, but not a lot of people know that all you have to do is target lock to actually get it to lock. So right here, I'm firing at these weird angles. You might be asking why. I'm just seeing if the missile comes around. You can see it pulls around a little bit, but it doesn't hit him. Again, this is a demonstration. You wouldn't really be firing these missiles off like this. But you can see right here, I get a perfect angle. I locked him with HMS, and the AIM-120 tracks perfectly. Now, he's well above the multipath line, I believe, even in the live server, but still something cool to note that you're able to do that with the AIM-120 and at lower altitudes. The missile almost works like a javelin. That's the best way I could describe it in an ACM fight. It's like you're maybe not a javelin, like a not the actual javelin missile. I'm talking about like a actual javelin, like, you know, prehistoric, all that junk. It works like a spear. It's like you're throwing a spear and it's hitting its target, right? Because the missile is so fast, it will compress very easily at close range. So that shot, you could see I had to lead it a lot, and it pretty much went into a straight line. It did turn a little bit, but nothing like an R-73 or even an AIM-9M, because it goes so fast off the rail. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support. You guys have been awesome with all the support lately in the dev server stuff. Tell me what you guys want to see next. Maybe R-27ER versus the BVR missile or the Fox 3 missiles. That's a good one. But yeah, tell me in the comments down below. Thank you, Gaijin, for removing or reducing multipathing. I do appreciate that. Yeah, the community spoke, we made votes, we did all that fun stuff, and Gaijin responded, so I do respect that. But this has already dragged out too long. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. God bless.